In example 9, we are going to prove root 3 is irrational. How to prove? Same method, by proof of contradiction. We will assume that this root 3 is rational. That means what? Then this root 3 is equal to, in the form of a by b we can write, where b, the denominator, not equal to 0 and a and b are co-prime. Okay. Now what is the next step, do you know? Cross multiply. Just to give you one idea, I am just proving this with a and b. Previously we done with p by q. Now just cross multiply. Then we will have b root 3 equal to a, and then squaring on both sides. When you square on both sides, b square is equal to a square. Which means what? Who is multiple of 3? A square is a multiple of 3. Then we can say 3 divides a square. And by a known theorem, that statement we have to write. After that, this 3 also divides a. We will mark this as 1. Sorry, 1 already marked, right? Sorry, this is 1. This we can mark it as 2. And then we should write the other one. When 3 divides a, means a is a multiple of 3, right? Then a is equal to 3c for some c. We have to substitute this. We will mark this also. This is equation 3, and we are substituting 3 in 1, which gives 3b square is equal to 3c whole square. We have 3b square is equal to 9c square. Okay. Then when you simplify these two, b square is equal to, now who is multiple of 3? B or C? B square is a multiple of C. Then we can say 3 divides B square. Then by a known theorem, that we have to write, and 3 also divides B. This we can mark it as 4. From 2 and 4, we can say 3 divides 3 is a factor of 3 is a factor A and B, but this contradicts our assumption that A and B are co-prime. Okay. So therefore, root 3 cannot be rational. Our assumption is wrong, we have to write our assumption is wrong, and root 3 cannot be rational, and then therefore root 3 is irrational. Okay, clear? Now suppose if you want root 5 is irrational, you want to prove. How that can be proved? This is like one formula. The whole theorem is look like a formula. Instead of this 3, we have to replace 5. That's all. So here 5, then this is rational, like we can write. Then root 5 is equal to a by b. Then here 5 b square a square will come. 5 divides, like we will write. And here 25 will come. Then again 5 divides will write. Same story at last result. Clear? This is one type of question. We have to prove that the given number is irrational. Okay. We have to prove that the given number is irrational. There is another type of question can be asked, that see that example 10, 5 minus root 3 is irrational. Five minus root 3 is irrational, we need to prove. See, in this type of question, if it is mentioned that root 3 is irrational in the question, we don't need to prove. Suppose if it is not mentioned, we have to prove. Like the same procedure previously we done, right? The same thing we have to do. Okay. So here we consider that it is mentioned root 3 is irrational. In the question itself they give, given that root 3 is irrational. If that word is not there, we have to prove. Okay. Now I am simply writing, we know that root 3 is irrational. Okay. And we need to prove this 5 minus root 3 is irrational. By what method we can prove this? Same method. Assume the contrary. The given number, what do we need to prove irrational? That is rational, like we can write a by b, b is not equal to 0, and then a and b are co-prime. A and b are co-prime. Okay. Now we don't need to square on both sides. Simply transpose everything to other side except that irrational number. See, I am writing like 5 minus a by b is equal to root 3. Is it possible to write? Transposing this over there, that over there. This comes like negative, that goes with positive when you transpose. Now, this can be simplified like 5b minus a by b is equal to root 3. Obviously, we know that a is a real number, a is a rational number, b is also a rational number, because that is how we took the assumption. Co-prime means that is rational. Okay. Then this part numerator is rational or not? Rational with multiplied with rational is rational, and a rational subtracted from the rational is rational. So this numerator part is rational. This denominator part is already rational. When you divide a rational number with a rational number, what answer you will get? Answer also rational. The thing is, the whole part is rational. So LHS is rational, RHS is what? RHS means right hand side is irrational. Yes, RHS is irrational. Is it possible that a rational number is equal to irrational number? No, it is not. Okay, so it is not possible. Since a rational is not equal to irrational. Why this happened? Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, our assumption is wrong, which contradicts our assumption, which implies 5 minus root 3 is irrational. That is it. What? Cross multiply, man. Same denominator. Here into b by b, like we'll take common denominator. So 5b minus a whole divided by b. Okay. Shall I erase this? So next, 3 root 2 is irrational. Example 11. Root 2 is irrational. This is another type, multiplied with a number. Okay. In this, we already know that root 2 is irrational. Now I am writing, we know that like, but in exam, if they given that root 2 is irrational in the question, we don't need to prove. But if it is not given, we have to prove. Yes. Okay. Then the same procedure. We know that root 2 is irrational and we need to prove 3 root 2 is irrational. I think you are user to this, alright. Then after that, what is our assumption? Let this 3 root 2 is equal to a by b, b not equal to 0, and a and b are co-prime. Okay. Then transfer not b, man, this 3 to other side. Then root 2 is equal to a by 3b. As we already know, this a is rational, 3 is rational, b is rational. So rational by rational is rational. So we can say right hand side is irrational. Sorry, right hand side is rational and left hand side is irrational, which contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational. Why this happened? Because of our incorrect assumption. So our assumption is incorrect, or our assumption is wrong. So therefore 3 root 2 is irrational. That is it. Very tough, right? Now the whole exercise is about this type of questions only. Simply you have to replace number and the procedure and all same. So there are 3 types I have told you. First type is we have to prove the number is irrational, like root, inside root one prime number will be there. We have to prove the number is irrational. For that we have a procedure. Also this sum or difference, like 5 minus 2 root 3 and all you have done, right? Likewise, maybe 5 plus something, 2 root 3, 5 plus 2 root 3, likewise. Sum or difference is coming means, for that is the method. LHS is irrational, RHS is rational. But we have to write that we know that this root 3 is irrational, root 2 is whatever is involved in the question. Okay. And this kind of product things, sometimes like division of this also will be given. Like suppose if they gave 1 by root 2 is irrational to prove. How you will prove 1 by root 2 is irrational? Same procedure. Here 1 by root 2, here 1 by root 2, here 1 by root 2. And then that is it. Just reciprocal it. We will have root 2 is equal to b by a. So the same procedure. That is all. Okay. So there are 3 types. One is directly that number, another one is sum or difference, of rational with irrational. Third one is product with rational and irrational. That's all. Okay. Any doubts on this? Okay. Super.